Good afternoon, Namaskar. I, Kriti Vadhera, would like to welcome all the viewers and learners to CIT NCERT's live phone-in program. And today, this session is going to be very rhythmatic. Yes, rhythmatic indeed, as this session is for 11th class Mridangam students, and we will be discussing about Muktayee today. And the expert who has joined us to discuss the same, I would like to introduce Shri Mannarkoil J Balaji. Namaskar sir, we welcome you to Kishore Manch.
Namaskar. Thank you, ma'am.
Shri Balaji is a very renowned international artist of Carnatic music, of Mridangam. And before we start with today's live interaction program, I would like to tell all the viewers that in between this interaction, feel free to ask questions to our experts. For that, you can dial on our toll-free numbers. Our numbers are 1800111265 and the other number is 1800112199. And you can also send your queries via email. Our email address is ciet.kishoremanch@gmail.com. And to watch the live streaming of this program, kindly log into our official YouTube channel NCERT Official. And there also in the live chat box, you can comment and ask questions. We may make each and every effort to take up your questions at the end of the program. So, starting with today's discussion, bringing you into the discussion, Shri Balaji, I would like to ask you what it is all about. What is Muktayee basically?
Namaskar, Sri Vidwan Mannarkoil, and I am very happy to be a part of this live session. Thank you for inviting me to the show. Muktayee is basically, there are a lot of technical terms in South Indian percussion, out of which Muktayee is a short ending phrase. It may be a short or it may be a long, but I am using the word short because generally when there is in a kirtana, that is in a kriti or a song, there are about some sections of kritis are there. From Pallavi to Anupallavi, there is a shift, and from Anupallavi to Charana, there is a shift. And from when the Pallavi and the song ends, there is a shift. So at all these occasions, there is a short ending to signify the shift. That shift is called Muktayee. Why it is called Muktayee is to end a section or to signify the end of a particular section. Mukta means end. Tihai is played thrice. The patterns are generally played thrice. This is not given in any books. This is my own interpretation of the word taken from the Sanskrit and the general terms used in the North Indian Tihai. So they all play Tihai. Mukta is a word that we use for ending a section. So Mukt and Tihai must have formed the word called Muktayee. This is my own interpretation.
Okay.
I don't know how far it is true, but generally it forms a sort of a logic towards the term. Muktayee, there is no Muktayee. The Tamil word is there, Muktayee. It is the Tamil equivalent word is there, Muktayee. Muktayee means something to end with. Like
okay.
When a girl's face is drawn, finally you tap a bindi on her face. That is the ending point. So that ending point is called Muktayee in Carnatic music. Mostly it is played between Pallavi and Anupallavi and Charana, and to signify the end of the song. And also it is played in between when the Naraval, Swaraprastara, all those comes. It has lot of usage in between, which I will explain while we proceed through the session.
Right. So, can I know the functional usage of Muktayee? Our students would be keen to know where Muktayee is used basically.
Yes. Functional use, as I told you in the initial story. See, when you have a Pallavi finishing, say, Now, actually, the Pallavi section ends. So, what we will do is, dum, dum. Para, takatina, takita, takatina, takita, takatina, takita, paramashambhava. So, the singer knows when to take the next section. The next section starting with Paramashambhava. So, this is the functional use. In this, we will play a lot of varieties also. See what we do? Like that we can improve on them, which I will explain in a short while. The functional usage is mainly to indicate an end of a section, and to proceed to the next section, or to end a kriti. As such.
Okay.
This shorter endings are also given within the Pallavi itself or within the Anupallavi itself to signify end of some sangatis also, that is also being done.
Okay.
So these are all the functional means. It is actually where it is exactly used. Pallavi and Anupallavi and Charana, and to end the
Okay, so that is the functional use where functional use of Muktayee. But if I want to know what is the structure basically to understand in detail what Muktayee is, can you please elaborate for our students?
Oh, yes, that is a very good question. The structure generally contains, assume X is the syllable that you are going to play, and Y is the gap that you are going to give. The structure is X, Y, X, Y, X, and it will come back to the either Sama or the starting point of the Kriti. The starting point of the Kriti is called Graha, so we call it Graha of a Kriti. So it can be Sama Graha or somewhere away from the Graha or somewhere before the starting point of the Kala. These are all called Graha. Graha means the starting point of a Kriti. So when we plan Muktayee, we plan for that Graha actually. To the starting point of the Kriti, we plan the Graha. In order to have this, the structure of the Muktayee is X the pattern, Y is the gap, X the pattern, Y is the gap, and X, and then the Graha will come. So assume, so that is the takita takita tom, takita takita tom, takita takita paramashambhava. It is like that. So that takita takita is the phrase, tom is the gap, Y. Takita takita is the X, and then tom is the Y. So 6 2 6 2 6 will come back to the starting, the Graha of the Kriti. See, takita takita tom, takita takita tom, takita takita paramashambhava. So this is the structure. Whenever you can have lot of structure, single structure, double structure, triple structure, all those things are allowed. I will explain in a short while when we go to the...
Yes, of course. But here I would like you to please play something for our students so that this elaboration would be easy for them to understand.
Yes, the same thing I will play. Takita takita tom, takita takita tom, takita takita paramashambhava. Like that it goes actually. So I can play anything else also. Takita takita tom, takita 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 paramashambhava. That is also good. That is also possible. I can fill up the gaps also. That is also allowed. The filling up of the gaps also allowed. That is also allowed. Like that we can also have some progressions also. See, if it is takita takita 6 6 2 6 2 6, I can have as 5 2 6 2 and 7 Graha. See. Like that also I can do some mathematical calculations within the Muktayee itself. That is also possible. That is also possible.
Okay.
So this way we try to develop
You just used a terminology. I can use some mathematics here. So, is there any formula or a shortcut to form a Muktayee?
That's actually a very good question. Actually, there is only one formula for Muktayee, making Muktayee. So, I will explain very slowly so that the students are able to understand. First, you have to know the total number for which you want to make the Muktayee. Total number either in beats or in pulses. Beats means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We call them beats or aksharas. Pulses means the in between whatever is there. Takkatimmi, takkachannu, takkatimmi, takkachannu, takkatimmi, takkachannu, takkatimmi, takkachannu. That takkatimmi, takkachannu forms the pulses. So 8 into 4, 32 pulses. We can do for 8 as a formula or 32 as a formula. I will explain both of them. So if you take 4 beats or 16 pulses, what is the simplest formula you can have? So you have to divide the number by 2. First you have to divide the number by 2. Any number you can divide. So let us say A and B are the two numbers that we are dividing. The next step is A should be divisible by 3 and B should be divisible by 2. And the A is the phrase that you are playing, B is the gap that you are giving. That's all. Assume you are having 16 pulses or 4 beats. 4 beats you divide into 3 and 1, or 16 you divide as 12 and 4. 12 is divisible by 3, you are getting 4 as the result. So A will be 4. 1 akshara or 4 pulses you can divide by 2, which is giving 2 as the result for us. So 4 to 4 is 1 Muktayee for 4 aksharas or 16 pulses. Takkadimmi tam, takkadimmi tam, takkadimmi tam. Takkadimmi is 4. Takkadimmi, 4 pulses represented by 4 syllables. Takkadimmi tam. Tam has got 2 syllables. Takkadimmi tam, takkadimmi tam, takkadimmi tam. In numbers, if you want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So this 16, for any number, this is the formula. You divide the number by 2, that is A and B. A should be divisible by 3 and B should be divisible by 2. The third step is A is the phrase that you are going to play, B is the carve that you are going to give. This is for any number. This is the only formula for any number to make your Muktayee. Even if you can take 6 as the number, 6 and 24, 8, 7, 6, 6 to be 24 pulses. So 6 you can divide by 4 and not 4. 6 you can divide by 4.5 and 1.5. Okay, 4.5 is divisible by 3 with 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, and then 1.5 again is divisible by 2, which is 3/4 and 3/4. Or we can say 6, 6, 6, 3, 3. So takkitta takkitta tam, takkitta takkitta tam, takkitta takkitta tam. This is the basic Muktayee for 6 aksharas. 6 aksharas or 24 pulses. Takkitta is 6 and tong is 3. Takkitta tong, 6 plus 3, 9. Takkitta tong, 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 9, 18. So 6 left. Takkitta 1. Come on. This you can further flip. Takkatinna takkatong, takkatinna takkatong, takkatinna takka. Internal splitting also allowed. That's why you get more patterns more. This way, very simply, first you have the basic structure and then the structure has to be split into this formula and then you supply them with the syllables, rhythmic syllables. Then it is very easy to make any number of Muktayees all by yourself.
Okay. So as you have elaborated so well about Muktayee, so do we have all sorts of Muktayee? I mean, various types of Muktayee or just one type? Can you please elaborate on this?
Yes, what I mean by types is different aksharas will have different Muktayees, whereas the formula is the same. So I will go on explaining different types of Muktayees: 4 akshara Muktayee, 5 akshara Muktayee, 6 akshara Muktayee, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, up to 16 we can go. Just to give some example in the next 5-10 minutes I will give you. The basic Muktayee is takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom. I will play that. Extend this to, this is actually 16. So you can make this into 18. Takkatin the tong, takkatin the tong, takkatin the tom. Just add one gap there. Tom was 2 gaps. You just add one gap 3. It becomes 18 pulses Muktayee. Just add one more, you get 20 akshara Muktayee, 20 pulses Muktayee. Takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom. This way, slowly we can build up different types of Muktayee. In this Muktayee, we can add a lot of varieties. Takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom. That becomes more aesthetic and like that you can keep on adding more varieties to it. 6 akshara Muktayee I told you. All the Muktayees that I am telling now will follow the structure of the Muktayee and the formula of the Muktayee that I gave you. This takita Muktayee is having 2 of 3. So this is also possible. That is 2 of syllabus. See, takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom. Took only 1 4. Here it takes 2 3s from 6. Takita tom, takita tom, takita tom. For 7 akshara we can use 2 4s. Takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom. So this is also. This is also possible. You can extend the gap and then make it 8 aksharas also. Takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom. In this, there is one more possibility that takkatin the tom, takkatin the. From here, 16 is starting. So you can again play Muktayee within a Muktayee also. These are all the various types that I wanted to tell you. Takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom, takkatin the tom. That is also possible. This gives varieties, so many varieties, so many types. So like this, tatum, tatum, tom, tatum, tatum, tatum. This is Muktayee within Muktayee. Tatum, tom, tatum, tom. Like that you can keep on building up with the same formula. That is the formula is A plus B is equal to total number of aksharas or matras in pulses. And then A should be divisible by 3, B should be divisible by 2. A is the phrase that you play, B is the gap that you give between the pulses. A, B, or X, Y, X, Y, X. That is the simplest formula you can have with any number. Without even thinking, you can make the Muktayee. If you ask me to make a Muktayee for 10 aksharas, I can immediately make it. 10 aksharas I will divide by 9, 3, 3, 3, and then 2, 2 gaps. This is 9 divided by 3 and 1 divided by 2. That is what I did. So 9 plus 1, 10. So 36 plus 4, 40, total 40. I will play this now. reverse also. This is actually what is called yati. This is type, you asked me the type, this is yati Muktayee. That is takkadam is 3, takkadam is 4, takkadam is 5. Takkadam, takkadam, ta is increasing. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma. So you can reverse also. Takkadam, takkadam, ta, takkadam, ta, takkadam, ta, 5, 4, 3, also. You can do reverse inside itself. Takkadam, 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 ta, takkadam, 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 ta, takkadam, ta. That is also possible. So these are all the possible varieties. There are many more such varieties are there. You can include a lot of male kala, that is the higher speed patterns also. Takkadam, 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 ta, takkadam, 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 ta, takkadam, 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 ta, takkadam, 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 ta. So double speed also. Takkadam, 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 ta, takkadam, 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 ta, takkadam, 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 ta. You can keep on increasing, experimenting. Once you have the basic structure and the formula, then the creativity becomes incessantly and infinite. It will come infinitely for you. So these are all the types I would like to tell, and maybe if any questions are there, I will try to add.
Yes, many viewers are watching us live. I have been getting questions. We can take one or two, then we can get back to our discussion. Melbourne Anthony from Kerala wants to ask you, can you relate it with common timing in Western music?
I'm not an expert in Western music or Western rhythm.
But if I say you, if I maybe Melbourne Anthony can get the answer by this. If I talk about the talas in Hindustani music in comparison to Mridangam in Carnatic music, is there a similarity of timing or something? Let's say Tihai or only?
The similarity of timing is all over the world same.
Okay.
The method of showing the tala only differs from tala to tala, from system to system. See, from our showing of the tala is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. In Western system, they have this weak beats and strong beats are there. Even while playing, you can know that dum, tak, tak, dum. So you know that there are weak beats and strong beats. That is not there in Mridangam. We don't show the tala structure itself.
Tala structure, right.
While playing.
Right.
Structure of the tala is not shown through the Mridangam instrument. Like it is done in tabla or pakavas or in Western system with the weak and strong beats. Like that, it is not shown in Mridangam. If that is the point he wants me, this is the clarification I can give.
Yes. We will be certainly taking some more questions at the end. But as you've shown me various sorts of muktayees, but is there a version of showing a shortest and the longest? Is there a possibility of showing that as well?
Yes, actually, that is a right question. I don't know who asked that question. It's a fantastic question actually. So longest, I would say, longest means there are very 128 and there are longest talas are there. But in Sula the Sapta Tala, if you take Sula the Sapta Tala, there is a longest tala called Sankirna Jati Dhruva Tala. Sankirna Jati Dhruva Tala is the longest tala.
And how many matras in the tala, if I ask, being the longest tala?
Yes, you can ask me how many beats are there.
How many beats are there, I should rather say?
Yes, 29 beats. 29
beats, okay.
Yeah, that is the longest tala. In Sula the Sapta Tala scheme, which we are following in the current system. Most of the talas are taken out of the syllabus.
Sir, with your conversation only, I feel that it's a merger of 2-3 talas. 29 beats are so much.
No, it is not a merger of 2-3 talas.
No, it is not. Certainly, it is not. But yes, because generally the talas are 8 or 10 or 16, maybe 12 matras, 12 beats.
This is 29. This is 29.
29
we are even having talas, 128 beats also we have talas.
Okay, can you please play for our students?
This tala I will first show you, Sankirna Jati, Dhruva Tala. Dhruva Tala has a structure of 1 lagu, 1 dhrutam and followed by 2 lagus. I will just put the tala now and show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So, how we split 29? We can very easily split it. 9, 9, 9, 1, 1. That's all. So, 3 into 9, 27 plus 2 is 29. So, we can very easily make a Muktayee now. This is the 29 akshara Muktayee. I'll just play for it. As far as the shortest Muktayee is concerned, it is for 7 matras. That is the shortest Muktayee. If you divide 7 by 2, 3 and 4 you can divide. So 3 is divisible by 3, 4 is divisible by 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 is probably the shortest Muktayee. Tatam, tatam, tatam. That is the shortest Muktayee you can have. That is the shortest Muktayee you can have. Shortest and the longest Muktayee. Just for the sake of making and trying out, I have told you these two, and it is a very, very nice question.
Okay, so the shortest is for 7 beats and the longest one is for 29 beats.
29 beats, this is for 7 matras, that is
7 matras, okay.
7 matras, that is 1 beat and 3 1/4 beats. 1 and 3 1/4.
Okay, thank you for correcting me that way. It's going to be 7 matras, the shortest Muktayee, and 29 beats for the longest Muktayee.
29 into 4, you have to multiply 29 into 4, that's how.
Okay, 29 into 4 then. My maths would also be enhanced with this calculation. We still have ample of time. If you could play something for our students so that this understanding of Muktayee could be easy for them.
Yes, I will make some Muktayee for 12 aksharas or 14 aksharas. I have a lot of Muktayees made for 16 aksharas as well. So I can do 16 akshara. Of course, it's a very, very nice and beautiful way to make Muktayees. So 16 akshara is, you can divide it as 16 akshara is 64 pulses. So 64 pulses you can divide as 20, 20, 20. 64 as divided by 2, 2 and 2. So what we can do is tatum, 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 tatum. This is one of the Muktayees for. You can go on building this Muktayee for 16 aksharas, which gives ample scope because you have 20 matras to play along. So this is one starting point for us. Now let us take on building. Actually, then we can play tati kitatum, tati kitatum, tati kitatum ta, tati kitatum, tati kitatum, tati kitatum ta, tati kitatum, tati kitatum, tatum, tatum, tatum. I included that shortest Muktayee here if you had noticed. So this way you can build up. So one more Muktayee I would like to do. Takitatam, 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 takitatam. You can make any number of Muktayees as much as you want. So here I told you you can make the groupings also you can make, and then that the progression, all those mathematical features that you can use. See, I did tati kitatum, tati kitatum, tati kitatum ta, tati kitatum, tati kitatum, tati kitatum ta, tati kitatum, tati kitatum, tati kitatum ta. This actually 61616. 61616, 61616. So what we can do is 51515, 61616, 71717 we can do. Same thing. Tati kitatum ta, tati kitatum, tati kitatum, tati kitatum, tati kitatum ta, tati kitatum, tati kitatum, tati kitatum ta, tati kitatum, tati kitatum, tati kitatum. That is also possible. So these are all the various types of Muktayee or various types of examples based on the formula alone. Without the formula you can do a lot of work, but with the formula the options become endless. You can keep on working as much as possible. And I also told you this is single point, single phrased Muktayee, dual phrased Muktayee, and three phrased Muktayee also is possible. So as I told you, takatindi, takachatu, takatindi tam, takatindi, takachatu, takatindi tam, takatindi, takachatu, takatindi tam. So that is also possible. Actually, three times you are using takatindi, takatindi, takachatu, takatindi tam, takatindi, takachatu, takatindi tam. So this is also 3 times you are using the phrase. So you can build up phrases like this. The larger the number, it gives more scope for exploring the different phrases, including the different principles. As I told you, a principle like you can use the progression principle. You can use the yati principle, that is gopuchayati, stotavahayati, all this yati, that is tapering down or going up. Damarukayati is there, like damaru. How is the damaru? The shape of a damaru is like this, hourglass. So that is also there, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can explore the different types of yati also in the tatum. It is having 4 components. As you said, this is actually an exception to the formula that I gave you. Actually, takatina is 4, tabina is 3, dina is 2, ta is 1. So you are having 4 sections here. This is also possible. This is also a Muktayee. That is 4 sections. So that is one famous Muktayee played for 6 akshara. This is this has got 5 sections. Another one is there. This is actually it's a progress tapering down with one number missing. Is 6. Is 4. So Tontatom is 3, Tontatom is 2, Tatom is 1. So 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 it comes. So in order to make it logical, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we can say like that you can make it 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is also possible in a Muktayee. This is also one of the types of Muktayee with the Gopucha Yati. Yati is not our big Gopucha Yati. That number is Tatum. Reverse also you can do. Tatum, 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 Tatum. That is also possible. So that is also better. That is also done. So increasing, decreasing, and the number of portions, all those things can be varied, and the ending has to be aesthetic, and also if it is within the formula itself you can make hundreds and thousands of Muktayees. Without the formula also, then you can try out. So these are all the options available for us to work musically, so that a student is focused on the particular aspect and then works on them. So my style is to give a logic and work, then go beyond the logic and become musical. That is my style.
Okay, so that's really nice to know. I have a question. I don't know whether we can play on this, because even I am not familiar to play on Mridangam. Ajay Bhatt from Uttarakhand says that, can you please guide how to play chartal on Mridangam? On Pakhavaj I have listened, sir, but it could be played on Mridangam?
How to play?
Chartal.
Chartala
is dha dha dinta, kita dha dinta, titakat gadigan. That is how chartal is.
No.
Could it be played?
No, I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with that actually.
Okay, so I guess what I feel it could not be played on Mridangam then, because on Pakhavaj we have given the demonstration of chartala, because it is being played chartala or maybe sultala. Although the words, the bowl of chartala are quite similar of Mridangam itself, I guess.
No, anything can be played in Mridangam if I know.
Okay.
I don't know.
So,
I don't know
tell you the bowl. I know that I am familiar with chartala.
Yeah.
It is dha dha dinta.
You please tell me, I will try.
Okay. Kit dha dinta. Titkat gadi gan dha. So that's so nice. I mean, I'm really thankful to you that you played. And so we have played chartal and Mridangam as well.
If you tell me the syllables, I can play. I don't know chartal. That is the problem.
No, but I knew it, so I told you and you played it. I'm sure Ajay Bhatt must have got his answer from Uttarakhand.
This is one of the most versatile instruments. This is one of the most versatile instruments. It can produce any sound. It can also produce any syllable. It can also scope for both the bass tone as well as the short tone, and as well as it can play faster phrases as well as the slower phrases. It is the most versatile instrument.
Right. We have almost reached into the last segment of the program. Just 5 minutes are left. I would request you to kindly give some tips for the practice, how to enhance their skills to our students. Can you please guide?
So, the main practice is you should first learn the syllables properly, and then should be able to reproduce them on the Mridangam. Before reproducing on the Mridangam, you should be able to orally recite them with the tala. See, if I say ta, ji, tum, nam, ta, ji, tum, nam, ta, di, 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 tum, ta, di, tum, nam, ta, di, tum, nam, ta, di, tum, nam, ta, di, tum, nam. I should be able to recite the lesson clearly with the tala. Then I will be able to practice them on the method. Ta, di, tum, nam, ta, di, tum, nam, ta, di, tum, nam, ta, di, tum, nam, anything, if you are able to say, not only the rolling strokes, all the meters will be what we call meters or that which is based on num and ding. So those strokes have to be played. See, like that, all the strokes have to be played clearly without any gap.
Right.
They have to be played continuously.
Absolutely.
The best part
Right,
is the repetition. The more you repeat the same strokes, the better your playing becomes.
I'm sure our students must have gained a lot out of this session. It was really enjoyable. I personally enjoyed it the most, and our students as well, as I've seen hundreds of viewers were watching us live, and they were also asking questions, and we also played chartal, and that was really wonderful to have you, Shri Balaji, and you join us time to time. Kishore Manch really thanks you for joining us for today's session.
Thank you very much, madam. I am very happy to be a part of NCERT, and I wish all the students the success in their life. Namaste.
Thank you, students. Don't go away anywhere, because the next session is going to be very creative for you today. We are going to discuss painting for 11th and 12th class. So be with us. We are coming back just in a short while. Thank you.